Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading for December. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. I'm primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. Now, we're going to freestyle your tarot spread, starting off with some oracle cards. Towards the end of the reading, I will be rolling some dice to get initials and sun signs and angel numbers for you. So make sure you stick around for that. All right, we have forest. It is without question a place of mystery. Whispers of power you've forgotten. Let thy strength crawl from beneath the ground and remind you, dear child, you are magic. I feel like this is all about Earth. It's all about gathering your power from Mother Nature. But at the same time, it's how sometimes we put ourselves in these positions where we can't see the forest for the trees, like we're too close to the obstacle, right? Some of us may have forgotten how powerful we truly are, Gemini. And one of the reasons for that is because, well, your ruler Mercury is already in its pre-shadow period and it's ready to go retrograde very soon. It's going to be in retrograde, let me see, till the 13th of January in Capricorn and then in Sagittarius. We'll get to that. Then we have perseverance. Stay in thy power. Again, you see that word. The key word here is power. Dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thy, turn to the spirits within thy. Now, this is the magician. This is the spirits being all the elements, all the suits of the tarot, right? The cups, the pentacles, the wands, the swords. It's your intellect, your wisdom, your heart, your emotion, your intuition, your ability to root and ground yourself, right? Your fire, your passion. I feel like sometimes we forget that we're made up of a jumble of all of this beauty and we can tap into those resources whenever we feel like it. But we put ourselves in positions where we consider ourselves lonely. There's a big difference in between being alone and lonely, right? And we forget that. So time to remind yourself. Okay, let's see. Forest and perseverance. I'm also getting a very quest-like energy, as if there's something that you have your heart set on, but it's almost like you're questioning yourself if you're strong enough to actually go through this quest. This could be as easy as, well, not as easy, but as simple as finding yourself. This could be finding a perfect relationship. This could be finding the perfect career for yourself. And you may be looking for answers. You may be here looking for an answer. But what does tarot do? It's not here to predict your future. It's not here to tell you something absolutely fantastical. It's only here to extract pieces of wisdom that already lie within you, Gemini. Let's see what we have. We have the Page of Wands. This is the card of adventure. It could be a card of a quest. This could be a card of travel and inspiration. Fire may be lacking. Ooh, cards are being very strange. Fire may be lacking in your life right now. And we need to bring that fire back, that power back. The Three of Wands. All of these cards are about looking to the future, looking for an adventure, looking for something to get your heart pumping again. Perseverance. Justice. Something may have been very unfair. You see how the little boy has received coal in his stocking or in his present instead of a gift. Something has been unfair to you, or somebody has been unfair to you. We will see the connecting cards. I almost feel like you're trying to stand up for yourself. The Ace of Cups wanted to reveal itself. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for a heart full of love and joy without having to fight for it. You've forgotten the magic within you. I like this. This is the Tower. Tower moments shake us out of this energy of despair, this energy of I'm not good enough, this energy of I'm stuck where I am. The Tower moment helps you look to the horizon, look to the future. The Seven of Pentacles, investment. Some of you are plain and simple just looking for answers as to where to invest your time, love, and your energy, because you may have invested poorly in the past. The Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Again, the fire that I wanted to see is finally showing up. We're moving from the Page of Wands to the Queen of Wands. The Page of Wands pages in general in the tarot are childish. The childish energies, not necessarily immature, but I would say naive, right? The page really hasn't ventured deep enough into that forest of magic that we're talking about. The Queen of Wands has. Regardless of gender, I feel like this quest of you finding yourself, of persevering, of finding that power and magic within you leads to this, leads to you being the best version of yourself. But whatever was unfair here, I feel like it's not going to keep you down for too long. It's not going to keep you down for too long. The Six of Wands. I asked for fire, we're getting fire. This is victory. This is being seen for who you are, being heard. Victory after a long battle. There's a lot of people in your reading, Gemini. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Whatever is happening here, whatever it is that you're venturing forward towards, whatever you're trying to find, it's going to take time. It may seem like life is moving faster than you want it to with the Tower and the Six of Wands, but I feel like a lot of that is empty chatter, and that can happen towards the end of the year, right? While it's a festive season, it's a season of celebration, there can be a lot of empty chatter during this time and not enough substance, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Be very clear about the direction that you are following, Gemini. I feel like you don't really know what it is that you want. I feel like the quest is not towards something or someone. It's more towards what is it that am I questing for, right? Sometimes we tell ourselves that we need love in our life. Sometimes we tell ourselves we need more money. But what does that look like to you? You need to be a little more specific with yourself. It's like you need to make a checklist, right? I'm all for umbrella manifestations. I'm all for giving free rein to the universe that, I'm manifesting joy, I'm manifesting happiness. Universe, bring me whatever it is that you think is good for me. But sometimes the universe with the Seven of Cups doesn't really know what you want because you don't know what you want, right? So ask yourself, what is it that you want? And this isn't as simple as, I don't want this, I don't want that. Remove the word don't from your vocabulary, right? Don't say, I don't want an unfaithful partner. Change that vernacular. Say, I want somebody who is faithful and loyal and loving and kind. Any kind of negative vocabulary needs to be removed so that you can manifest correctly. Now, let me get some bridging cards to see what is going on here, because I'm confused. Because I feel like you are confused. The King of Swords. With the Page of Wands and the Tower. There could have been an argument. There could have been an association with somebody who almost crushed the child in you. I know that sounds so cruel, but some people come across as very cold, right? Think of Saturn as the great disciplinarian. You may have come across somebody who was very stoic, who crushed the adventure and the inspiration in you, right? And with the Tower right here, it's almost like the foundation, the warm foundation that you thought you were building on came crumbling down. We have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting, with the Five of Wands. So there was definitely, with the Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, there was definitely a very cold energy that you were dealing with. And with the Three of Cups showing up, even though it's a beautiful card of reconciliation and your soul tribe, I'm more so getting a third party for some of you, because the Two of Pentacles can talk about juggling, where somebody wasn't giving you everything that you deserved. Which is why I feel like you're left here picking up the pieces of yourself that may have broken. And you may have forgotten your power. And you may have forgotten to look at the bigger picture. And that can happen because Jupiter, while it's ready to go direct very soon, it's still retrograding. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's what helps us see that bigger picture. Feel like you were smack dab in the middle of your problems. And this person, whoever this was, wasn't making your life any easier. But our moments are good, right? When we feel like we're stuck in a situation and there's nothing we can do to get ourselves out of it, the universe brings that lightning bolt. That, all right, let me destroy this for you so you can start afresh. So there could have been a separation, and I feel like you had to, I'm not saying grow up faster than you should have, but there wasn't any warmth. The Page of Wands is a beautiful, warm energy, and the King of Swords is everything but. Yeah, the Magician again. There's a reason I've been talking about power. I spoke about the Magician when I saw the Perseverance card. Your life is a movie, okay? The director, the producer, the scriptwriter, the protagonist, they're all you. But I feel like you've assigned different roles to different people, so you almost allowed them to puppet you. And I'm not blaming you. We all do this. We all do this out of love, right? When we trust somebody and we love somebody, we give them a little bit of free rein to almost control a few aspects in our lives, where we invest, what we do, how we react, what our dreams are, what is that horizon that we're looking towards. But I feel like you're taking that power back. You see how, even though this is not the actual meaning of the symbolism here, he's cutting off mistletoe. Mistletoe, as we know, is the symbol of passion and love. So it's almost like not letting love take control of your destiny. We have the Two of Pentacles back here with the Four of Wands and the Emperor with the Sun. I see things improving. I see things getting better only if you take your power back, Gemini. That's the only way this is going to happen. The Knight of Wands with the Queen of Wands and Justice. Now, the Knight of Wands can be very wishy-washy. The Knight of Wands can be very in and out, right? But there's a lot of attraction here. With the Justice card, I do feel that the Knight of Cups or the Knight of Pentacles, which we have right here, should have been here in this pile instead of the Knight of Wands. I feel like the Two of Pentacles is back, right? You were not given the importance that you deserved in this connection, Gemini. The Queen of Wands should be put on a pedestal. Don't take that the wrong way. I'm not saying anyone should be idolized or worshipped, but the Queen of Wands has worked very hard to get to where she is. All the queens have, right? But the Queen of Wands has walked through fire. If you're familiar with the original Rider-Waite, there are salamanders on every court card of the Wand suit. Salamanders protect the person from fire. The Queen of Wands is the only card in the Wand suit that does not have salamanders. So it's almost like she's been burnt before. She's been touched by that fire, good and bad. So it's taken her a lot to get here. She does not deserve the Knight of Wands. That's where the unfairness was. That's where the disbalance was. I still see this person coming in. Like I said, a lot of people in your reading, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So whoever this is making a beeline towards you, but I'm not sure if you're going to like how they're coming in. Oh, You may. You may. The King of Cups. Finally, we have a mature energy. The King of Cups, even though is not very vocal about his or her, feelings, there's a lot of emotional maturity with the King of Cups. It's someone who is empathetic, kind, and compassionate, which is what we were missing right here, right? I kind of regret asking for fire in the beginning of the reading because that's all we got. Now we're getting a little bit of water too. So this Six of Wands, this energy of whoever this is wanting to be seen by you, they're allowing themselves to be a little more vulnerable. Whatever this Two of Pentacles and Three of Cups energy was, of wishy-washiness, of in and out, I see that flipping around. I see that changing just a little bit. Why? Because there you are. Regardless of gender, the Empress is someone who exudes light. Someone who's gained enough wisdom. That's the Hermit's lamp right there. Someone who has gained enough wisdom to not only heal themselves, but to heal other people. This is the most nourishing energy there is. We were talking about gathering that nourishment from the earth, gathering that power from the earth. Now you have the Empress and the Magician. So I feel like you're doing that successfully. And if you haven't been, spend some time in nature. That's all it takes, right? Take your shoes off. I know it might be cold, but if there's a patch of grass that has no snow over it or no dew over it, walk barefoot. Sit under a big old tree and feel the roots under your bum. Simple things like that will help you draw power from Gaia. And I feel like whether you realize it or you don't, your root chakra is strengthening because you're finding yourself, right? The quest we were talking about, you're finding yourself regardless of this connection. And that is what is bringing this person in. Strength. Gathering power and strength from the earth. But I more so feel this blob right here is for the person you're dealing with. They're having to gather courage to approach you, to approach the situation, because that coal in the stocking that we were talking about, you didn't receive that coal. It was someone else who received it because there was injustice. There was an unfairness of sorts. And you see, it keeps coming back. I'm shuffling in front of you. The Two of Pentacles keeps coming back. So there's, excuse me, this realization that there were too many cooks in the kitchen. And the Empress deserves a whole lot more than that. And then we have the Page of Swords. For now, Gemini, I feel like there's going to be a little bit of distance. Oh, the Ace of Swords, beautiful, with the Eight of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands. While there's a lot of passion here, while there's even this energy of somebody keeping an eye on you and spying on you and all of that, I don't think they have the courage just yet to approach you correctly. I will be pulling for mid-December in a couple of weeks, but the overarching theme of December, I feel like, is fear. It's fear because you're not a weakling, right? You found your power, you found your strength, you found your courage, you found you found out how to nurture yourself, how to nourish yourself. There's no codependency anymore. That perseverance in forests where you couldn't see the forest for the trees, you're noticing every single tree now. There's a clarity of vision. And that can happen now because Neptune, which has been retrograding for a very long time, is finally going direct in Pisces on the 6th. And Neptune is the planet of rose-colored glasses. When it's going retrograding, it can make illusions stronger, right? It can make it difficult for us to trust our intuitions and our dreams. But that's changing now. So I feel like there's a lot of growing up that's happened here. You've walked through fire and you've come out glowing. You've come out unscathed. And that's bringing about a little bit of fear for this person as to how to approach you, because they're still showing up as knights and pages. I did see a glimpse of the King of Cups right here. So there is that touch of a high EQ. But till this person works on that just a little more, there's no chance in hell they'll be able to approach this entity, right? So keep working on yourself, Gemini. I feel like you're doing a damn good job of it. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget your power, okay? All right, let's get you some dice. We have Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have Scorpio heavily in your chart. Doesn't have to be, but we've just passed through Scorpio season. And Scorpio season is one of the toughest seasons in my opinion, because your soul is forced to go deep down into the underworld and cleanse itself, right? We're faced with a whole lot of shadows and darkness before we can enter Sagittarius season and then eventually start the new year. So give yourself a pat on the back, because I feel like you deserve it. Now, we have Pluto. Interesting, I was talking about Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto is ruled by Hades, the god of the underworld. So the shadow work, the darkness, you see what I mean? You've done that successfully, and you've come out shining. There's a reason I was talking about you walking through fire. And the tower, I forgot the tower was here. But I feel like you haven't. Something has transformed your energy, Gemini. And it's going to serve you very well. Feel like you're truly finding yourself. You're truly finding yourself. You can't make this up. I don't know if you can see that. You've got the number 1. Right? What is the number 1? The Magician. I feel like you are truly figuring out how powerful you truly are, Gemini, and no one can get in your way. All you're asking for now with the Ace of Swords right here is the truth, and nothing but the truth. Until this person can change their ways and come to you with just that, I would just do you, right? Don't wait around, because people can take a very long time to grow up, especially if they haven't walked through fire like you have. Sometimes people's lives are very cushy, right? Very comfortable, without tower moments, without devils, without all of that negative energy, and it keeps them stuck. It keeps them stuck in page energy, where they don't need to grow up, right? I feel like this person didn't need to grow up, but you did. And now I feel like they're going to need to grow up, because you're not really there to hold their hand anymore. All right, we have the letters F, B, V, T, S, R, and D. These could be your initials, they could be the initials of the person you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. Just a special mention for those of you who've seen your initials here today. Alright, Gemini, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.